Okay, I think we'll get things going here. Welcome to the 106th Annual Dinner and Award Ceremony, where tonight we are putting on the glitz in Wells County. We have so much to be proud of this past year. Now you gotta remember I'm a numbers guy, so Chamber membership is at a record high of 385 members, which means, yeah, exactly. Which is 74% of our business population in Wells County. That's unreal. The national average is 25, so that's even more impressive. And we celebrated many ribbon cuttings this last year. I don't know how many, I've went to a lot of them. 19 to be exact. This included 8 new businesses, 9 relocation or remodels, the park tower dedication, that was neat. The opening of Snyder Drive. That's all this last year. The chamber members asked for a training on customer service, and we delivered. The chamber does so much for its membership. We brought in an international recognized motivational speaker, David Ocker, to train in customer service, leadership, and communication. We had 250 in attendance. Another well-attended function was our Membership Appreciation Day. Nearly 200 members enjoyed a meal on the patio along the banks of the Wabash. Your chamber is definitely delivering value to our community. Let me give you a little outline of what is going to happen tonight. We have a short changing of guards for chamber board membership, recognition of the outstanding educators of the year for each school system, recognition of the outstanding business of the year, and recognition of the outstanding citizen of the year. Also shown on the silver screen are the diamond sponsors for the evening. This evening's dazzling event was made possible because of your support. Please join me in thanking these remarkable sparkling diamonds. Now I would like to welcome Aaron Preble, our Chamber Executive Director, and Chad Klein, our Economic Director, to the stage. They are going to give an overview of the Chamber and economic development activities and what's coming up for 2020. Also, Chad, I like your bow tie.
Some of us are vertically challenged. Chad, as always, there is a lot of activity that takes place throughout the year. And one great thing about our organization is that we are never bored. And every day is definitely different, and we are very thankful for the variety that our jobs have to offer.
That is very true. One moment I'm introducing students to manufacturing, and the next minute I'm walking through mud and check on the progress of a new street being built here in Bluffton to support growth in our industrial park.
Each year we come up with a tagline that you see on the chamber decals and marketing materials to tell the story of our partnership. In 2019, it was "Our passion is your business." Passion is contagious and one of the most powerful motivators out there. I really hope you know how passionate our staff, board members, committee members, and volunteers are to Wells County and to you. We can't do what we do without these partnerships. That passion has led us to conclude an amazing year.
You are absolutely right, Erin. Amazing year is just an understatement. Through the commitment of Wells County community, local industries invested over $100 million in new equipment and building space, creating 28 new jobs and adding over $1 million in new salaries to the county. But local businesses did not stop there.
It sure didn't, Chad. And thanks to our local businesses, we held 2 successful fundraisers for the chamber. One being the chicken barbecue, selling 2,250 chickens, raising $12,000. Now, that's a lot of chickens. The annual golf outing had 132 golfers, raising $19,000. Activities, food, and unlimited fun make it one of the best outings in the year, every year. 7 businesses hosted a before or after hours to network and welcome members about who they are and what they do in their business. And we signed up 30 businesses to participate in the member-to-member discount program and distribute cards to employees of chamber member businesses to take advantage of.
And through the strong partnerships and collaboration with our local businesses, the Chamber and Economic Development were also able to provide several training opportunities and additional service to the community, such as a summer robotics camp that hosted 18 youth through a grant through the Wells County Foundation. We assisted 12 students in the Bluffton welding class to obtain industry-recognized certifications. We connected employers to thousands of dollars in state grant funding for workforce training through the next level jobs. 6 companies were awarded over $220,000. And we provided OSHA certification for 31 local individuals.
I conducted 66 face-to-face member visits, learning more about members and their needs. We held lunch and learns or business seminars such as fraud prevention, time management, internship roundtable, home security seminar, and the very popular Jim O'Donnell economic forecast. We formed a partnership with Star Insurance to offer health insurance to small business owners. This year, we again partnered with the Optimist, Purdue Cooperative, and local schools to coordinate the Wells County Career Expo, exposing 1,000 students to local careers. 42 businesses became new chamber members, and with your help, nearly $60,000 of chamber bucks were sold, money that stays right here in Wells County.
It's through the strong commitment in our community that allowed Wells County to rank 12th in the state of Indiana with the highest growth in gross domestic product and number 1 in Northeast Indiana region. And speaking of strong commitments, I'd like to take a moment and congratulate several of our member businesses who celebrated milestones this past year. Thank you for continuing to make Wells County your home. Celebrating 25 years in business, Daniel's Jewelers. Celebrating 50 years.
All right, we'll give them a big round of applause.
Celebrating 50 years, Briner Building and Honninger Ringer.
Woo-hoo.
And celebrating 100 years, the American Legion Post 111, the Bluffton Rotary, and Craigville Appliance. Congratulations to those many great businesses for your continued success in Wells County.
Leadership Academy continues to be a strong program with a total of 165 graduates since 2008, with an additional 21 to graduate in May. Kevin Keller with Helping Hands, a recent graduate of the program, said, "I wish I would have been through the Wells County Leadership Academy when I was younger. I have been given so many ideas and options that I now use every day in my life, in business and itself, in my personal life. The materials used have been outstanding and the concepts are easy to understand. The facilitators have been very professional and you can feel their passion. If you want to invest in yourself or an employee in the program that has proven results, then Leadership Academy is the answer. And I would be happy to meet with anyone about the program in further detail and see if it fits you and your employees."
Through the strong partnerships with our business community and our local school systems, we were able to host another successful manufacturing day in 2019. Chamber members 2020 Custom Molded Plastics, Pretzels Inc., Rathkef Packaging, Almco Steel, and A.T. Farrell opened their doors to nearly 100 students to learn about the necessary skills and job opportunities in manufacturing. Also, many more businesses took part in the ICE and internship fair that connected high school students with potential career and learning opportunities within our county.
We formed a great partnership with Office 360, and when chamber member businesses buy supplies from them, they give a percentage back to the chamber. We are putting those dollars towards Shop Local initiatives. This past December, we recorded 35 members with a Facebook Live video to promote their businesses during Shop Local Week for one lucky person to win $250 in chamber bucks. Pam Gregory with Pages and Stuff designed the unique Shop Local logo for Wells County, and First Bank of Bern promoted the initiative on billboards.
We thank the leadership in our schools and businesses for allowing these partnerships to continue to thrive in our community. We will continue to form these partnerships and more in 2020. I would keep talking, but Aaron just whispered in my ear something about a cruise. And I, like many of you, I want to learn more.
All right, we're excited to partner with Rochester Travel to coordinate an Alaskan cruise in 2021. Allow me to give you just a taste of the experience as we cruise the Pacific Ocean to Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan.
For someone that has relatively limited time to come visit Alaska, it's one of those rare places in the world where this location offers so much in such a small area. A lot of times our guests will come do our excursion in the morning and then go be 10 feet from a humpback whale breaching in the afternoon.
When they come up and their eye's about this big and you see your reflection in the eye.
We're surrounded by epic mountains right from sea level all the way up to 4,000 feet. We have a glacier in our backyard.
Your experience in Juneau gets you in touch with a very Alaskan experience.
I like this word called Ashigenya. It's a Tlingit word. But Ashigenya is our connection to everything that is around us. The spirit that is in everything, in trees, in the clouds, just in everything, and the spirit that connects us both here today.
We're going to be having an information session this Wednesday about the cruise, so let me know if you'd like to attend to learn more.
I don't know about many of you, but I can't wait to cruise in 2021. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We still have a lot of work to do in 2020. We will continue to work towards increasing housing opportunities in the county as well as expanding rural broadband capabilities. We will also continue to market Wells County as a great place to grow our family, obtain a quality job, and establish a successful business. We are thankful for the many investors in economic development that allow us to develop bold and creative initiatives that will set Wells County apart from other communities.
And each month, we bring you a newsletter filled with information that is coming up, and special thank yous need to be said. Our goal is not only to entertain you, but give you relevant information about upcoming events the Chamber is offering or what is happening in the community. This is a great resource of getting information out to Chamber members. Sometimes we make it look really easy, but sometimes, well, just kind of watch and see.
My name is Detective Aaron Pribble with the Wells County Chamber of Commerce. I'm here to bring you the monthly newsletter.
Welcome, everyone. Hey, Wells County, it's Erin with the Chamber of Commerce.
Whatever goes on up here, it may just come out, so just go with it, okay?
You're just so speechless about it.
No. We're gonna at the end.
Oh, we're gonna fly out. Okay, fly out. Oh, fly out. Okay.
In February.
Okay.
Pick up your mug.
Oh.
How did that go?
It's pretty interesting.
Today with me would be Gina Hahn with First Merchants Bank. With me this month is Stacy Little with Austin Health Communities and Dan Lip with General Insurance.
With me today is Adam McCartney.
It truly is an honor to be here next to Aaron Pribble on one of the Fabled newsletters, so I'm really looking forward to it.
At least Aaron won't call me on a Friday anymore.
Enjoy the monthly festivities.
You ready to go back out on our course?
Sure.
We hope you enjoyed this month's newsletter and enjoy the news that we deliver. See you in March. All right, it's my turn to play. I want to play.
All right, Aaron's in.
I want the whistle. I want the whistle.
They never did give me the whistle. They did not give me the whistle. I don't know why. Our theme for 2020 is Together We Are Stronger, and we are strong because of you, and we will continue to put forth the effort to make you proud. Again, we sincerely thank you for all of your support to the organization. Thank you. Our chamber ambassadors, they attend ribbon cuttings, they select the member of the month, they attend business before and after hours, they help recruit new chamber members, and they become mentors for member businesses. They are amazing, to say the least, and all of our ambassadors are shown on the screen. Based on their activity, they accumulate points. At the conclusion of the year, we recognize and celebrate the Ambassador of the Year this evening. The individual who will be recognized has been a true champion of the Chamber, hardworking, appreciative, and always willing to help in any way. And those are the volunteers we cherish and hold very, very close to our hearts. This individual has heard me say thank you time and time again, and sometimes it just still doesn't seem like it's enough. But tonight, I hope for just a moment you can help me say thank you through applause to our 2019 Ambassador of the Year Award, earned by Nick Huffman with the Stuffing Group. Nick, come on up. No, you don't have to give a speech. You get a hug, and I'll give you a plaque. I'll get a picture taken here. Where's Matt? Matt. Matt. Oh, Matt, over here. All right, here you go.
Boy, I know. Holy cow. There we go. Okay, next we want to take a moment to recognize our 2020 executive officers shown on the screen, and our 2020 Chamber Board of Directors. Thank you for your service to the organization and our community. At this point, I'd like to take the time for a special recognition of an outgoing board member who has served faithfully for 20 years. This member has remarkable character and is a humble servant. Recognizing the accomplishments and service of this man is difficult, and my words will only repeat what has already been said. Please join me in acknowledging and thanking Mr. Ted Ellis. Also, we have two individuals that we would like to thank that have faithfully served on the Economic Development Council. Phil Schwein and Steve Higgins, would you please make your way to the stage? Both have finished their board terms. Phil Schwein with PNC Bank has led the council since 2008, fulfilling the role representing the business sector. Steve Higgins with the Boy Scouts of America has served as the nonprofit role since 2013. Both have guided economic development efforts that have led to many successes for Wells County. We would like to provide you with a small token of our appreciation and thank you for your service. Who do I have first? There we go. There we go. Oh, he's over here.
He's over here. He's switching sides.
There we go.
Phil, get in.
Oh, let me give him his plaque.
There we go. There we go. Now we got it. We got it. All right. Can we get a photo for the paper, please? Ooh. Thank you. All right. Very nice. That's it.
Lastly, at this time, we will officially recognize handing over the 2020 Wells County Chamber Presidency to a kind, knowledgeable, well-respected, and keeping with our theme, she has a lot more glitz than me, Sarah McNeil.
Trying to decide if I need the footstool. Yeah. I even wore my tall shoes. So, Jim, it has been a pleasure not only getting to know you on the chamber board, but your leadership has been exceptional. We are blessed by your passion for our community's success, and I really appreciate everything you have done for the chamber and just really getting to know you. And we thank you for everything that you've done. And now, as we continue this glamorous evening, we move along to the special scintillating scenes of the extraordinary and exceptional in our Wells County community, our Outstanding Educators, Business, and Citizen of the Year awards. Our first awards to recognize our Educators of the Year. These awards are made possible by Dr. Mike Salisbury, a retired superintendent of 24 years of service from the Northern Wells Community Schools. Tammy Slater, the Wells County Foundation Executive Director, will present the 2020 Wells County Educators of the Year Awards on behalf of Dr. Mike Salisbury and family.
It is my privilege and honor to stand in for the Salisbury family this evening in the presentation of the 2020 Educators of the Year Awards. The stipends for this award are made possible by former Northern Wells Superintendent Dr. Mike Salisbury and his family. These recognitions he had long felt would be a good way to give credit where credit is due. Upon his retirement after 24 years as Northern Wells Superintendent, he quietly, indeed anonymously, funded a Teacher of the Year award that was originally limited within the Northern Wells School Corporation. Eventually, Mike decided to expand the award to include all 3 of the public school corporations in Wells County. Through memorial contributions for his son Rob and his first wife Sandy, the Salisbury Family Endowment Fund was established at the Wells County Community Foundation. Presently, the fund provides a $150 stipend for each of the individuals selected as Wells County Educator of the Year. Those funds are to be utilized for materials and supplies to enrich their classrooms. In addition, this fund provides a $500 distribution annually to Ball State University to provide an annual scholarship to a student in the Industrial Technology program in memory of the Salisbury's son, Rob Salisbury. On behalf of a grateful community, we appreciate the Salisbury family's commitment to excellence in education through their continued support of this fund. This year, we are pleased to honor the outstanding educators from each of our school systems. We have prepared a video which we believe illustrates their dedication to teaching our youth and the community and affirms why they were selected to receive these honors.
Well, I'm kind of in a state of shock right now. So as I try to think about it, I mean, it means everything.
Mrs. Vogel has been the guidance counselor at BHES for 23 years, and she was a teacher in our building before that. Mrs. Vogel comes to school each day ready to help our students, families, and teachers.
Our kids show up.
Everybody cheer for Mrs. Vogel!
They are tough.
She is a really nice lady.
They come from all kinds of backgrounds.
It's just her smile that I like.
They work together. And working with them has been just a huge honor.
The most memorable moment for me, I really can't answer because there are so many, but I will say overall, my memories are of students who come to school every day, have just done their very, very best.
She has a special gift of making you feel like the most important person in the room whenever you talk to her.
Children often don't have a say in their home life, their education, their pretty much anything. And so I try to be a voice for them so that they can be heard. Working at Bluffton Harrison Elementary School has been an absolute honor, a dream to work here. I think people might drive by the elementary school and think, oh, they're probably coloring or playing Play-Doh, but there's a lot of hard work that goes on here every day. I'm a huge advocate for public education. I was a teacher first. I still have my teaching license. I believe that as a society, we need to take a harder look at education today and start to value it more. These kids deserve our very, very best every day, and working here has given me the opportunity to try to help the best I can. Yeah, it's just been a great place to work. The people here are fabulous. There are many great things about being a teacher and a school counselor. The smiles, the hugs, seeing understanding dawn on a student's face when they understand a concept, watching them form relationships with friends. I have the unique perspective of being able to watch students from kindergarten through 4th grade and watching how far they come in all aspects of their lives, from the minute they walk in the doors here in kindergarten to the day they graduate in 4th grade. And that's quite a unique perspective and one that I appreciate very much. Working at BHES is absolutely the best place to work.
This honor means a lot to me. It's very unexpected. It's a beautiful thing to say, hey, you're doing a good job, and I really appreciate that. We all need that. And I think at Lancaster, we are all Teacher of the Year. The joy of teaching it's amazing. The beauty in each student, they're so beautiful. Each have their own genius, their own thing that gives them the spark. And when you find that, that's what makes the year. It makes everything fantastic.
It gives me great pleasure to announce that the 2020 Educator of the Year Award for Northern Wells goes to Mrs. Deanna Yunker. Do you all think she's a pretty special teacher?
Okay. Friends, absolutely totally unexpected. I can't thank you enough. What should we do? We should celebrate in some way. We'll think of something to do really big. Okay? Absolutely. We'll do it.
Dee Yonker is an outstanding choice for Wells County Teacher of the Year. She helps kids explore their interests. She helps them to understand how they learn. She understands them to help the brain science that goes into their learning. And you can ask kids anywhere in Northern Wells if they had Dee Yonker, they have nothing but great things to say. So Dee Yonker, fabulous choice for Wells County Teacher of the Year.
What I like best about Mrs. Yonker as a teacher is that she always is interacting with us, and if we have trouble understanding something, she'll actually sit down with us and try her best to help us understand, and she'll really help us with learning, and she still makes it really, really fun, and she's one of my favorite teachers ever.
She gives us cards a lot with encouraging notes, and she just sometimes, at the beginning either, I remember she said one thing you would want to do, and you had to write it, and then in the card she gives you stuff about what you will do at the end of the year. So, fun stuff.
I like that she's super encouraging, and if you ever feel sad or down, she always has a way to cheer you up, and she can always make you smile.
She is intentional about building those relationships with kids. I just heard 3 kids, answer questions, and all of them focused on how happy she makes them, her writing them letters, and all of that is so important because you have that in place. It just helps the child learn to his or her potential, and that's what she's here for, and she's passionate about that.
So excited to tell you about brain research. So I start right away. We talk about, for years we've been told, oh, I'm a math brain. I'm not good at math. My mom's not good at math. It's not true. The brain research has exploded in this area, and we are all math brains. We just need exposure to puzzles and games and math-type things, and we all have the ability to be math people. And the brain research is gorgeous in growth mindset. If you want to learn it, you can learn it. You can learn anything. It just shows in my classroom. Like, we believe we can learn, and we do. It's amazing. I love coming to work every day because there's always going to be something different. No day is absolutely the same. I'm always excited about what's going to come that day and hopefully get that one moment that works for the student. So, and I love my team, like coming to school just to laugh with the teachers and hear the stories of what happened the day before. It's the best job ever.
I guess I'll always remember that she got like the best teacher award when I was in her class.
I'd like to congratulate our Southern Wells Educator of the Year to Mr. Chris Painter.
This isn't my awards, this is all of our students' awards. You guys are truly the ones that make any classroom tick. I've said it before and I'll continue saying it. You guys make the job easy here. It's a great place to teach, it's a great place to learn, and we're all lucky to be here. So thank you to Mr. Darnell, Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Todd, everybody. Thank you.
This honor to me means that I'm kind of doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm just, try to be a positive influence on the kids, try to obviously teach them as much about the content as I can, but also teach them how to think and navigate through the challenges that life is going to present and help them develop the skills that they're going to need to be successful. My lessons, I tend to focus on really, I think the first 10 minutes are really the most important, and so coming up with different ways to engage the kids and get them excited to learn, even when it's content that is not that exciting. That's the challenge and that's the job of a teacher, is to figure out how to make kids want to learn it, even the mundane stuff.
One thing I will always remember about Mr. Painter is that he was really funny.
Mr. Painter was selected as our 2020 Teacher of the Year because he's really kind of the perfect package of what you would expect a teacher to be.
What makes Mr. Painter so special is the way he interacts with all of his students, and he generally is so nice and caring, and he makes sure that every student has a strong knowledge of the topic that has just been learned, or even just getting to know them throughout the hallways or at lunch.
The thing I'm always going to remember is some of the funny stories that we've heard from Painter and the fun conversations we've had.
Mr. Painter is certainly deserving of this Educator of the Year award because of his authentic ability to teach. As a superintendent, it's wonderful to go into a classroom and see a superstar teacher, and Mr. Painter certainly fills that bill as a superstar teacher. He's engaging with kids. Students benefit from his instruction. He's well planned in every lesson that he delivers to students.
I can only hope that I'm still in this community and around to hear the stories of these young individuals and what they're doing as they've been blessed by these 3 educators. At this time, Chris, Jenny, and Diana, would you please come forward to accept your awards? Close together, okay.
It's kind of bright up here. It's my privilege to introduce the 2020 Business of the Year for Wells County. Last fall, Aaron asked for nominations for the Business of the Year, and it made me really think about what makes a business successful. We all have different ideas of what that looks like, but when I really started thinking about what my ideals were, it wasn't hard for me to immediately think of Outdoor Concepts. Steve Gerber grew up around the lawn service industry and chose to start his own business at the age of 25. I remember thinking he was a little bit crazy and a whole lot brave. Steve had a young family and took a big step away from his dad's lawn service business and opened his doors as Steve's Landscaping. That small landscaping business has grown over the years, and Steve and Gayla, along with their family, continue to change with the times. In 2009, they moved to their current location on North Main Street and changed their name to Outdoor Concepts Incorporated. That was another time that I thought they were a little bit crazy and a whole lot brave. At this new location, they expanded their business to include an online department that employs almost the same number of people as a storefront. I'm just amazed how they continue to adjust their business to keep them right where they need to be with today's competition. So that's all great and impressive, right? But a bigger reason that I think that Outdoor Concepts is amazing is due to the fact that Steve and Gayla use their business as a ministry to some of the people in our community. See, John, this is why I couldn't do yours. Some of the people in our community, they're on the brink of either making it or drowning in the stress of their daily life. They give these people, young and old, a second chance, an opportunity to work hard, to follow those rules that, we just assume everybody knows. And they help them to succeed in their daily lives. I believe that Steve and Gayla learned years ago that not everyone grows up in homes that teach them right from wrong, good from bad, stewardship from slothfulness. I admire Steve, Gayla, their family, and their employees for everything that they do, the things they do for others within their workplace and throughout our community. They lead by putting God first, family second, and some of the lost in our community third. Did you notice I didn't list the success of their business in the top 3? I think that's a good reason, all by itself, to honor them with the 2020 Business of the Year. Steve, Gayla, Landon, and all of Outdoor Concepts, congratulations.
Thank you, Angie, for those kind words. Appreciate the introduction. It is an honor to be chosen as Business of the Year. At the same time, it is really humbling and has given me much time to reflect on this journey that started as a child. Recently, a man asked me how OCI got its beginning, and after hearing my story, he said, "This sounds like the American dream." But not only was it a dream of mine, it was a love and a passion for the outdoors that I had. And a Bible verse that has always been on my mind, and I tried to apply, is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And it says, "Trust in the Lord with all my heart, and lean not unto my own understanding. But in all my ways, if I acknowledge him, he will direct my paths." So when I began working as a young kid for my dad's business, Gerber Lawn Service, it set the foundation for my dream of beautifying the outdoors. In 1984, as I was landscaping Hardee's with my two brothers, I decided to ask the owner if I could cut his grass. So I was working for Gerber Lawn Service by day and throwing a push mower in the trunk of my car and to go mow lawns at night. In 1987, I ventured full-time to run Steve's Landscape Management. This business operated out of our country home out by Veracruz, selling mulch and plants. Our 3-year-old son at the time, Landon, he would answer the phone and ask, "Would you like to buy some mulch?" And thus began the family business. In 1990, we purchased a small engine shop on Scott Street here in Bluffton, while continuing to do business out of our home in the country. So in 1991, as business continued to grow, we decided to combine our locations into one, and we rented the old Swisher Lumber Building on West Wabash Street. Then in 1996, we purchased our very first property out by Nesco on East State Road 124. Then in 2008, in the process of planning our move to our current location, our oldest son, Lanning, he was rummaging through some old mower manuals, and he decided to list one on eBay's 7-day auction. It sold for $52 plus $5.95 shipping and handling. Wow, did that get his attention? Landon discovered that selling online would expand Steve's Lawn and Garden beyond county and state lines and even across the international waters. Finally, then in 2009, we moved into the building on State Road 1 and changed our name to Outdoor Concepts Incorporated. At this location, where we continue to do business, we stay committed to doing our best to help beautify Bluffton while selling premium products and serving you with excellence. I want to give God thanks first for giving me the love for the outdoors. Because of this love and passion, my job just isn't a job. And I want to give him the praise because for following me to pursue my dreams. And then I would encourage each of you, whether you're 20, whether you're 50, or whether you're 80, to chase your dreams, but while remembering to trust in your God and to lean on him. And I want to give him the glory also for placing wonderful people in my life that have supported me and for placing me in a great community of Wells County. So first, I want to say thank you to my wife, my best friend, for her love and support. And how many in here could say you could work side by side with your spouse all your life? So she, this is not on my notes, but you know what? She did support my dreams, and it wasn't her dream. And I always say I was the back and she was the brains, you know? So, but she's always by my side, and so we love doing business together. And then, of course, I want to acknowledge my 4 kids and their spouses, Landon and Brittany Gerber, Lucas and Andrea Gerber, Levi and Olympia Gerber, and then my daughter, Kylie, is soon to be married to Ryan Tomlin. So we appreciate all the support they've done because starting your own business is not easy, you know? And then also to all of our employees and for their dedication and their personal detail to taking care of our customers. So I want to recognize the 6 that are here with us tonight. Scott Franks, our sales manager. Gary Ramser, our service manager. Connor Burns, our lawn and landscape and nursery manager. Christy Curry, our controller. Drew Davis, our marketing manager. And Todd Rupp, our website development. Finally, I most definitely want to thank you, our customers, for allowing us to do business with you. Thank you.
I want to reiterate the thanks that Steve has expressed to everybody here. And we are truly honored to receive this award. Steve did such a great job explaining how our business got started and where we are today. And now I want to focus on the why of our business. We have seen over the last 33 years our business grow, but Steve and I still often operate with the mentality of that mom and pop store where we started at. And oftentimes we look at each other and we say, how did this all happen? And sometimes I have to remind him, this was your dream. Yeah.
She says I'm crazy too, just like Angie did.
And a lot of times we feel like we are not equipped for what's going on at Outdoor Concepts in the Wrap Shop. But God is, He's equipped, and He has a plan, and He uses everything if we'll allow Him to. Jeremiah 29:11 is one of my favorites. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. And while I believe that for myself, I believe that for every person that comes through our doors as an employee, that God has a plan for them, and our goal is to help them become the person that God intended them to be. I think we could all agree that through trials in life, God refines us into the person He has created us to be. He has created us to flourish and to bring Him honor. Throughout our journey of owning the business, we as a family have had our own personal trials. Steve has battled cancer twice, and as a family, we have walked through the valley of addiction, which is, as they say, a family disease. But these two experiences, while heartbreaking, troubling of the time, have made us more aware of other people, especially those that are hurting here in Wells County. This has caused us to ask the question, what are we in business for? This is where our heart and passion has shifted over the years. At one point in time, we saw our business as a way to pay our bills, and now we see our business as a mission. We desperately want to create an environment for people to find healing, hope, and a place to thrive. If you ask me what I do, I could tell you all about my day-to-day tasks, but I am much more concerned about how I can help people thrive in their own personal integrity. This is no easy task going into business, but we've come to realize that if we don't spend time with and develop our team, eventually there won't be a team at all. And because of this, we've decided to get creative by giving our team opportunities to thrive. Some of these include 2 paid community service days. Packing at Forgotten Children Worldwide and serving in prison ministry are a couple of our favorites, but our team members can also come up with their own service opportunities. We also host weekly Bible studies and monthly potlucks so that we can fellowship together as a company. We place such a high value on these experiences that we allow our team to stay on the clock because we can see genuine friendships being developed and mentorship taking place. I want to applaud all of our employees as we bring in people that are hurting, as we bring in people that have just come out of jail. And it's not just Steve and I, it's all of them that take these people in and they love on them and they mentor them and they show them a different way. Through these experiences, we have personally witnessed our team become who they are created to be, and watching them thrive gives us great joy. As you can tell, we are passionate about our business, but we're more passionate about our team. I know many of you employ good people, but I want you to know we have the best people. We love each member of our work family for who they are and for what they bring to our team. We are also thankful for the impact they've had on our lives. We appreciate the opportunity to share a little bit about our company, and more importantly, we appreciate the opportunity to receive this award. If I could just give one challenge to the business owners that are joining us tonight, I would ask you to ask yourselves, how am I investing in my team so that they too can thrive, and that as a team, we can bring honor to God? Thank you.
Good evening. It is truly a privilege to be here tonight. My name is Michael Reinhardt, and I'm honored to introduce to you the 2020 Wells County Citizen of the Year, my father, John Reinhardt. Like most young boys, I wanted to be just like my dad when I grew up. I remember as a young child wanting to be a preacher, teacher, painter. Yes, a preacher, teacher, painter. You see, my dad was a preacher at our church, and at that time he was also a teacher at Adams Central High School. And during the summers, he worked on the crew painting houses. A preacher, teacher, painter. Well, my brother Mark is a preacher now, and my brother Joel is now a teacher at Adams Central High School. And as far as a painter, well, I can barely draw a stick figure, so you certainly won't want me painting your house. So instead, in order for me to be like my dad, I had to settle for getting the same haircut. Over the past few years, my dad has retired from some of his more long-term commitments, but he still stays plenty busy. He no longer works full-time in the public school sector, but he will be filling in at Kingdom Academy for a couple months after spring break, and he will be administering AP testing at Norwell for a week. He also uses his expertise in education to consult with Loving Shepherd Ministries School in Haiti. He also recently stepped down from his pulpit ministry, but he still leads Bible studies, counsels couples and individuals, conducts funerals, visits jails, and many other behind-the-scenes tasks. Currently, he is the director of the Foundation Christian Center and also chaplain at Christian Care. Following the 2016 school year, Norwell had an event honoring the retirees, including my dad. Various administrators and teachers spoke regarding my father. Here are some of the phrases they used. Godliest man I know. Man of integrity. Norwell's angel. One teacher pointed out that we all have two faces, a public face and a private face. But he added that John Reinhardt only has one face. Who you see is who he is. As I thought about those comments, I wondered, how would he know? Sure, he worked with my dad for 20 years. And I'm sure they talked after school countless times. And maybe he even talked to other teachers who attended our church, and they could verify that the face he wore at church was the same face he wore at school. But those are both public places. How would they know what his private life was like? Well, as his son, I can attest to what the Norwell staff said. My dad is the godliest man I know. He is a man of integrity. Having spent most of my life living under the same roof as him, I can confirm that he only has one face. That is the face of peace, the face of compassion, the face of Christ. I was fortunate to have him as a guidance counselor at Norwell High School. I'm grateful to have had him as a pastor at my church for 34 years, and I am beyond blessed to have him as a father. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2020 Wells County Citizen of the Year, my father, John Reinhardt.
Well, thank you, Michael. I do aspire to be that man you just introduced. But as we in the family know best, I consistently come up short of those accolades. Nevertheless, it is my aim. So thank you for the very kind and gracious words. I also want to say thanks to Aaron and to the Chamber and to everyone who made this evening possible. This is just a wonderful event for the community and a wonderful event for the county. So thank you to everyone who made this evening possible. I would also like to acknowledge my wife, Pam, who for the past 41 plus years has been by my side through virtually every step of the way, except when good things are being done, then she's about a half a step ahead of me in the process. And also our sons and our daughters-in-law, our grandchildren, siblings, in-laws, extended family, parents, friends, colleagues, and so many in the community who have poured so richly into my life with blessings and love. When you've been so richly blessed, it's hard not to want to in some ways give back. So thanks to so many. As others have mentioned tonight, when I was notified of this honor, it was a surreal moment. I was a bit stunned. And then as I looked through the list of past recipients of the Citizen of the Year, I was even more stunned that my name would be added to the list. These were a list of people who have made Wells County such a great place to be. They were industrialists and business leaders and doctors and lawyers and bankers and philanthropists and civic leaders and education leaders and just so many who have made this community a great place to live and raise a family. And as I thought about that, a song came to my mind. It's a song from Sesame Street. It says, "One of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong." And I had a hard time fitting my name in on this list. But as I reflected on that and I reflected on my life, a quote from Jesus came to my mind where Jesus said, "Just a cup of cold water given even to the least will be rewarded." And I think it's just very rich that I get to share this evening with Outdoor Concepts and with the 3 educators that we have honored tonight, because I think we all share that same heart, that heart to serve. And I think tonight the honors, the awards actually go to all who have a servant heart and to all in this community who are called to serve and who do serve. And as the folks from Outdoor Concepts have mentioned, so many who will take a chance to give a chance. Take a chance on someone to give them a chance to do well. So many in this community follow that same philosophy of giving a cup of cold water even to the least. Sometimes it might just be some encouragement or some hope, a feeling of value and respect, a sense of empowerment and confidence, or just simply love and acceptance. The authors of a book entitled "When Helping Hurts" said, if we reduce human beings to being simply physical, as Western thought is prone to do, then our poverty alleviation efforts will tend to focus on material solutions. But if we remember that humans are spiritual and social and psychological and physical, then our poverty alleviation efforts will be more holistic in their design and execution. Most of us, they said, see poverty as a lack of food or money or medicine or housing. But the poor talk about their poverty in terms of shame and inferiority and fear and hopelessness and isolation and voicelessness. It is that type of poverty, that type of need, that type of thirst, if you will, that I personally have tried to address in my years as in education and in the ministry and in outreach to the local community. It's that type of service I've attempted to provide to the community. And really, that's nothing greater, it's nothing different than so many others in this room are also doing. Just handing out little cups of cold water. I think it's inspiring to live in a community, an individual who is simply dedicated to simply and humbly serving others is honored as a Citizen of the Year. And to live in an inspiring community like that means a great deal to me. It seems to me that this year the Citizen of the Year is a concept, and that concept is serving others. And I'm honored to represent that concept. I could speak a long time about what I've learned about serving others through the past 40 plus years and what I've learned in handing out little cups of cold water. I'll save that for another time. I just want to conclude with a quote from Dr. Seuss in the book The Lorax, where he says, "Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not." Well, Dr. Seuss, we live in a community that cares and in fact is passionate about an awful lot. And as a result, many lives are getting better. And yet I think we would all agree tonight that maybe there's just a little bit more that we could do. I love the focus of next year, or this coming year, together we are stronger. I think we can all do just a little bit more and even be a stronger community. So I've provided for each of you at your table a little party favor, a souvenir cup. This is a cup, and there should be one for each individual on your table. And it contains that quote from Jesus Christ: "A cup of cold water will be rewarded." There's a little drop of water on the other side as a reminder. I would encourage you to take this cup, take it home with you, take it to your office, put it in your school classroom somewhere, take it with you somewhere as a daily reminder to wake up every morning and ask yourself, to whom can I give a cup of cold water today? And how can I do that? Thank you very much, and God bless.
Wow, what an honor to share the stage with such amazing people in our community. Again, I would like to congratulate those that were honored this evening. Thank you for the impact that you have made to so many in our community, and I think that deserves another round of applause. We are so thankful and appreciative that our event twinkled and shined this evening because the event was made possible by our diamond sponsors shown on the screen. And a big thank you to our Ruby sponsors as well for the support for tonight's event. I would also like to give a big thank you to the chamber members that have gone above and beyond their normal investment to become gold, silver, and bronze members. These members have name tags with special designation, and our gold members are listed on the screen and in the program. If you see one of them tonight, please give them a big thank you. Each year, the News Banner produces and prints an outstanding chamber directory. These directories are a great resource to the businesses and citizens of Wells County. Please take the directory at your place seating home with you. And if you see anyone from the News Banner, give them a thank you for the hard work that they did putting it together. We truly appreciate this. A special thank you to all that helped with tonight's radiant event. I will read these members, and let's give a huge round of applause at the end. Stylist Technologies for the lights and sounds of the evening. Matt Day with Day Creative Solutions for the photography. Brandon Grant with Grant's Catering for preparing and serving the dinner. Mari Top for producing the Educator of the Year videos. Pamela Gregory, Pages and Stuff for the design work. Flex Fitness and Meal Prep from Timber Ridge Catering for providing our cash bar and drinks. Wells County Voice for taping and streaming the event online. And our Glamour Special Events Committee for all of their planning, decorating, and creativity. You're truly appreciated. I would also like to take a moment to recognize the Chamber of Commerce and Economic Development staff. Without their dedication, hard work, and passion for our community, the successes mentioned at the beginning of the evening would not be possible. Aaron Pribble, Chamber Executive Director, Sarah Campbell, Chamber Project Assistant, Chad Klein, Economic Development Director, and Diane Johnson, Economic Development Project Manager. We thank you for all of your continued hard work. We hope you have enjoyed our Putting on the Glitz evening. On our own we sparkle, but together we truly shine. Continue to shine in Wells County, and we thank you for attending the evening's event. At your place setting is a box of chocolates for you to take home as a thank you for attending our Putting on the Glitz event. We ask that you please leave your name tags on the table or on the registration table in the hallway on your way out. All honorees and executive board members, please come to the front for photos. Drive safely, and that concludes our glamorous evening of Glitz. Thank you.